We rich, broke. These creased elegizers on his ball cap. We rich rolling, got a neck glowing from the gold. The ladies love us cause we ballin' other niggas pole. Moody and Tom, them my niggas, man. The hood rats want us all, we could give a pole. Los Angeles, we reppin' till we in the ground. The land of pieces, but the travel that was all the way. It's on the East Coast, Midwest, and the South. Ain't no stopping it, we rollin' like we should now. No, we rollin' on the West Coast. Yeah, no, we rolling on the East Coast. Yeah,
What up, Kenya?
What up? What up? How you doing?
All right.
Hey, y'all. Welcome, the Maniacs and the Macheads. Where you at? Hi, everybody.
How was your day today?
Oh, my God. So you guys, listen. So I had this amazing Zoom call with all the Black costume designers, right? We kind of all formed our own little team now. And like Ruth Carter, you know, she's the one that did Black Panther, and Sharon Davis did Django, all the Black designers. So we're coming up with our own plan to take over. How y'all feel about that? We're going to take over. We're going to take control of all the Black films that come out, because the problem is that when these Black films come out, you have a lot of white women or others that don't know the culture, and they take over. They try to get the job and leave us stranded, and they don't want us to do any of their white projects. So now we're about to take over completely.
Well, that'd be a great thing. I would like to see that happen.
Yeah, you know, I mean, for me, when I did Straight Outta Compton, they hired a white girl who was 3 years old when NWA were even rapping. Didn't know nothing, but they wanted a white girl there. So I did all the work, and she got the credit, but it came down to LA Times. And LA Times really wanted to know who really did the work. So they gave me the article and didn't give her nothing. So we still have to fight for our rights. I mean, even in the workplace. You know, it goes across the board. So has anybody out there ever had to, you know, in their workplace had to fight for their rights, you know, knowing that you did a qualified job, but it's somebody else that wants to take over? I mean, how do y'all feel about that?
I'm pretty sure it's happened.
Oh yeah.
To a lot of people. I've seen it back in the day many times.
Yeah. I mean, you deal with it. You're in this world, and I'm sure people, for your world, Vlad, Vlad was a DJ, and now he wants that platform, the Black platform. And I'm not against him, but, that's not your world. Let Kev Max, that's his world. That's my opinion, and I'm going to stand by it.
Well, my take on that is this. They've been doing it. They're going to continue to do it. And, historically, now I'm not speaking specifically about any one individual, but historically, they always twist our story, and they always make us look bad. They're going to make us uneducated. We couldn't read, we couldn't spell, and we were monsters. We were vicious. We were, steady breaking the law. We're terrorists. We always get that bad rap when they present our story. And another thing that I learned many, many years ago is what a lot of European Americans will do is where they can't feel something in, they'll make up something to put in the middle to make it sound right. But it's totally fabricated or thought or something that they visioned in their mind. And instead of going to the hood and trying to meet people and getting the correct story to fill in the gaps. So that's what I always had a problem with. And then the last thing I want to say about that is, ultimately, I can't blame Vlad or any of the other white guys that want to, have a platform dealing with our culture, whether it's in the entertainment industry or the streets or whatever, because it's us that run to them. It's almost as if we have to be interviewed by a white person to feel validated. And
absolutely,
a lot of that a lot of that is our own fault collectively because I'm not sure if you know, but a lot of people say I should have 1 million subscribers, where I'm at 88,000. And so what I'm getting at is somebody like a Vlad can have 3 million or 4 million followers. So for the person that's looking for exposure or trying to get a story out, it's only right that they go to a platform with the bigger viewership. So they're looking at these platforms owned or ran by a white journalist or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And so that looks like the place to go. But in reality, it's us that's not following me or Street Gangs or any other black content creator. So we don't see the numbers of 3 million and 4 million viewers. So it's because of our own hatred, our own jealousy that we're not going to see each other with those type of numbers. And the bottom line is our people aren't going to want to go to us because they're not supporting us. And that's what it boils down to. And then too, like a lot of people, I know you know this, but a lot of people got fake subscribers, fake views.
Oh, you can buy them.
Yeah, you can buy views, you can buy subscribe, you can buy whatever you want to buy. They're in these third world countries and they'll do this for a few dollars. Right. But don't mistake all these viewers as fake. And I'm gonna tell you why you can't pretend that these are you're trying to discredit them having this many followers, but in reality, everybody's watching them. So how can you think those numbers are fake? I mean, there's people, no disrespect to nobody. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, so don't take it that way, please. But so many people that I communicate say, hey, Kev, did you see this video? Did you see that video? Oh, I've been following this dude for a year. I've been following this person since they started. Well, if everybody's following them, how are the numbers fake? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Whereas, let me just clarify something to make my earlier point is there's a lot of people watching kevmacvideos. Yeah, there's some people that don't like me. There's some people that don't want me to have the numbers, but they're watching. And so when I'm talking to all these different people and I'm meeting people in 4 different states, they're watching and I'm saying my numbers aren't that big. So imagine if I'm getting all these people sending me direct messages and emails and even in my comment section telling me about all these people I've never heard of, never seen before, never knew about their channel or their podcast, then they got numbers because that's more than the people that's actually getting at me about my own shit. So we can't just act like they don't all have those type of numbers. They do. And it's indicative. You can always look at a person's viewership and how much they average per video and tell if they're real. Now, if you got somebody with, let's say hypothetically, 1,500 subscribers, and he's getting 1 million views or 500,000 views on one video, and then 1,500 views on another one, we know he's faking the funk.
Faking it, baby.
Yeah, but when you got somebody with 4 million subscribers, and they hitting no less than 250,000 a video, you know those are real numbers. But ultimately, you go to ultimate thing, King. Because we need to have more dialogue. But I'm gonna just tell you this.
Yeah.
I'm for the people. You know, when I had my magazine, people in the feds and the state used to write me, and they called me the people's champ. And when I first got that, when people first started calling me that, I didn't feel comfortable with that title. I was like, what the hell? How am I the people's champ? Like, that's too much on me. But as time went on, I started to understand that I'm for our people. Whereas there's other journalists or writers or content creators, they don't share what I share. They're not for us. They just trying to get views. So they'll take the most controversial thing you said and put it in the video. because they want views. Or they'll spin what you said in a title. Kev did this, or Kev said that, or Rolling 60 this, to make people mad at me or the homies for no reason, but they want views. And I'm not like that. That ain't my thing. And a lot of people, a few moves, not a whole lot, because I don't deal with a whole lot, but a few moves that dealt with me in jail and in prison, or even from my gambling days on the streets, they know this. I don't have to tell them that. They already know that. These are the people that tell me that they like how I don't throw Bloods under the bus or throw their hood under the bus. I keep everybody as equal as possible. And I try to stick to as close to the truth as possible.
Yeah.
You know, and
you give everybody an opportunity, you know. You do. You're not I'm not going to mention certain channels, but it's all about controversy and clout chasing. And you know, I've been on channels all around, and I've had to go personally and check people and make them take it down and revise and put it back up, because I don't play that. I will go hard and keep it real and 100. You know, don't use me in part of your controversy to build up something to make me look bad, because then there's a problem right now. So I like the fact that you don't do that. You keep it real. You let people tell their truth, and it's on the table. It's solid. You know, I don't see that out there. I see everybody else's channel, their lies, they're on top of lies, conspiracy theories, pulling up people's records to see who snitched. Oh yeah, Snoop snitched last week. You don't do people like that. That's not good content. I don't like that. Keep it real.
You know, I laugh when you brought up the snitch thing, because, you know, I used to politic on the rats, because I really didn't know that snitching was so rampant at once upon a time. So it was really surprising to me to see how many so-called reputables or dudes that keep it 100, or, you know, what they call real niggas, that was telling. And that just killed me. But I'm no longer on that. But I can say this. I don't care what you went to prison for. Whatever you went to prison for, you did your time in prison for it. You served your debt to society. And if you did something foul.
Oh, shit. There you go. Sorry. Go ahead.
You looking like Uncle Buck when you turn the light off.
Hi, Loco.
Hey, Miss Kenya, how you doing? What's up, bro?
Hey.
Oh, not much.
Go ahead, Kev.
You looking kind of fresh today, man. You not high?
Yeah, I just woke up.
See?
I didn't even know you. I didn't even realize it was 8 o'clock.
Kenya asked me where you was at. I said he probably asleep.
Yeah, I was out of there.
Hey, but so I don't remember what I was saying, Kenya. But so I don't care what you went to prison for. Hopefully, if there was something bad like child molestation, rape, or something like that, hopefully you got handled in prison.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You took your lumpings and beatings already. But it's not for me to go looking for why you went to prison. If I so happen to know or found out already, I'm not the one to put you on blast of why you went to prison. That's something you got to deal with. That ain't me. And for me, like when I interviewed Monster Cody, a lot of people wanted to know why I didn't ask about his brother. I just felt like that's family stuff. I don't need to come in between him and his brother asking questions just because some hard up fans want to know about their favorite gangster. You know what I'm saying? They got social media. Go reach out to them on social media and have a conversation with them dudes for yourself. I'm here to get the basics and some gems that haven't been uncovered for the public yet. But I don't want the dirt. I don't need the dirt. I don't care about that. We are coming from the world, Kenya. You know firsthand, coming from the world we come from. There's all kind of dirt on all of us. Now, I'm not saying dirt as in this person ain't no good or this person's a buster, but I'm saying that's the lifestyle we was in. Carrying guns, shooting guns, fighting, you know what I'm saying? that's just where we come from. So that's to be expected. We don't come from some high class super society where we don't get no trouble. No, we come from the ground. We come from the trouble.
Yep, that's right.
So I don't need to go find out why you went to prison or nothing else for the public. Maybe for myself, if I need to put a story together or test somebody's credibility, but I don't need to air that out in public. That's just not me. And a lot of times people get at me and tell me to change my title to something more controversial or ask this or that question, and that's not my thing. I said this before and I'll say it again. In the words of Rocky, I said it before and I'll say it again. But the majority of the people I interviewed are actually my friends, whether before I interviewed them or whether we became friends over the course of setting up an interview. So I have no motive to throw my friends under the bus. What type of friend would that be? And why would anybody else want to be my friend? Which is beyond me to wonder why dudes keep running back to somebody asking police type questions and telling you to side with the police and telling you they got bodyguards and gun license and everything else, and they not worried about you. That ain't me. I'm more worried about you than I am not worried about you.
Yeah, well, those people don't need a platform. I mean, those people are like I said, are clout chasers, and they want to glorify the negative, you know. But they need to look into their own closets and where they at right now, where they sitting at, and where they sleep at night. That's there it is right there. I mean, it speaks volumes. So, you know, I just appreciate your channel versus Vlad, Reggie, all those guys. I mean, because it's real, it's authentic, and you've been doing this from the ground up. You just didn't wake up yesterday and start a channel. I want to just wake up today. I don't have anything to do with my life, so let me start a blog today. Come on.
Right, exactly. This is something that's been in the making. I mean, just one thing after another that I've been doing. I just showed where I have videotapes back from '91. We all know about the magazine and then the videos, and now, actually Nipsey, which I've never done it yet, but Nipsey was the first person to explain to me what a podcast was and encouraged me to get a podcast. I've been slow to move on it because of my personal arrangements, but my point being that I've been in this field for so long,
very long time,
to what people think or may think, you know. But what's up, Loco? What's on your mind?
That's all good, man. I had to take a Benadryl earlier, man. I was feeling terrible, you know, like that allergy stuff, but I'm straight, man. I'm straight. I hear what you're saying. I don't know what it all came. What happened?
Oh no, we just talking about my channel versus other people's channel.
Oh, all right. No, I'm just chilling. Kenya, what's up with it?
You know, I'm happy to be a part of the team today. Hey, I'm the mascot for the night. Hey.
All right.
Rockhead gonna be tapping in a minute. He's listening right now, trying to figure out.
Oh yeah, well, I hope he's working out. Watch him come on. He act like he been working out. Like he getting ready for me with his little Pittsburgh t-shirt.
Yep, he's gonna have the sweat dripping down his face with a big old bottle of water, talking about, I've been doing this, y'all. I just came back from my 2 miles, my 5 miles.
That's right.
We love you, Rockhead. Yes. Loco, what's going on in your world today?
OG Proficient one. Good looking out.
Oh, it's all good. Just really trying to figure out, Kenya, what they're gonna do as far as locking us down here. You know, kind of trying to make sure I got everything taken care of before. You know, so I can, in case I have to go out of state for anything, I need to go and get it over with. But California shut down. That was the only place I was coming to.
Yeah, it's we've been shut down, so it really was no. I mean, I took it as when I'm not working, that means we're shut down.
Right.
So I continue what we've been doing at home, riding bikes. That's it. What do you do?
And let me say this, and I'm gonna leave it alone. everybody has their own way. It's their right to do their platforms the way they wish to do it. So
Okay.
it's not my intent to say that they shouldn't do it this way or that way. It's just not my way of doing things. And me being who I am, personally, I would stay away from a platform that doesn't fit my agenda. Or unless I'm like, as far as like Creep and the homie Peanut's cousin-in-law, his cousin's wife, they asked me to come on that platform. So I did that out of friendship because I feel like if you got a friend doing something, you know, scratch their back for them. You know, you need their back, scratch it for them. If I would be a hypocrite not to go do their shows and then say somebody should come do mine, you know what I mean? If I don't go do theirs. So I will do it for a friend, you know.
Yeah.
Or if it's not a platform that suits.
I don't like going on. I don't like giving interviews where they'll ask you, give you a full interview, but then go get somebody that don't like you to do the second part of your interview to counter your interview and do that sneaky shit. I don't like that. Like have whoever I have a problem with on with me so we can dialogue together. But you get my part and then you go call them in under that. So it's like some sneaky stuff. Then you're going to receive a call at 1 o'clock in the morning telling you got 10 minutes to pull it down or it's going to be a problem. That's not good. That's not a good thing. Don't do that. Don't counter people. Oh, I'm going to get this person here, then I'm going to get the person that person really doesn't like. Come on now. That's sucker. That's a sucker move.
You know I had one incident like that. And I immediately pulled it down. But I don't even want to say their names. One guy had something to say about another guy. Another guy called me. He didn't ask me to take it down, but I already knew why he was calling because I never talked to this dude ever before. So when he called, I was like, got you. Well, he ain't even said nothing. He said, oh, well, thank you. So that was cool because it wasn't like he pressured me or threatened me. I just felt like it was the right thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, but you have a sense of responsibilities. Some people don't, and that's why they don't need to have channels. I mean, I shouldn't have to call you up and tell you the little snake stuff you did. That's not. Why should I have to do that?
Right.
Why? That's not a good move. Because it's going to come down one way or another. We don't play that. You know, be fair. You know, it's the art of journalism, and that's snake. You don't do that.
But isn't there such thing as investigative journalism?
It is. It is in a sense, but still, they don't do that. They're investigating. You know, proven by a reasonable doubt. These cats don't. They just find whoever off the whatever. You know, they're not investigating anything. Well, you know what? Some people might be investigating because they might be taking the work that they did in their past and bringing it to the table of interviewing, you know, on blogs. So maybe in their mind, but you still got to follow the street code, and that's not cool.
That's great. You put it that way. Now let me ask you a question. If you're not from the streets, a person is not from the streets whatsoever, and he wants to do some gang history or whatever, gang journalism, or just our culture, period. You already know where I'm going with that. That don't fly.
No, that's not acceptable. No, you have to be there. You have to, for me, you can't tell a gang story unless you lived it. I mean, how do you know how it feels to see a bullet flying over your head, nearly missing you? I mean, how you felt at that moment, you know, or being jacked up by the police, or if you don't know those things and you can't tell second and third hand, that's not good. You have to have experienced this to be able to put it there. I don't like that. You can't tell me about gang life if you've never lived it. If you were up at a private school your whole life, and you were at Pepperdine University, and then when you graduate from Pepperdine, you want to come and be a gang storyteller. No, that doesn't work. Google's not going to tell you all that, sweetie. You have to live it. It's not happening. Google is not good for that. No.
Right. Somebody said you have to be able to relate.
Exactly. You know, I mean, you feel that. You know, it's a sense of when I go on Crenshaw and Slauson, I know all the feelings that come upon me at that moment because there's so many stories, you know. I know when Boys in the Hood was being filmed. I know when this happened. I know when the Sundays, what happened that Sunday, what happened on that corner, what happened on Bryanhurst. Oh, that happened on Harcourt. We lived it. So those experiences automatically pop up from when we were kids. We were 13 and 14 and lived that. You know, some things that we blocked out, but we still lived it. You know, I can't go to Inglewood and tell you I don't know. I don't know. Squeak Roo, that was my boy when we were younger. I still don't know the Inglewood culture. I don't know, so I can't speak on it. I can't. You know, so no, I don't. I'm not with that. If you stick to what you know, if you went to Pepperdine, talk about your Pepperdine University graduates that that became something, but don't come to the game world. You know, it's not going to work.
Loco, you making me dizzy with your camera, man.
Trying to fix it, bro.
I know we go in circles.
Trying to get it right.
Yeah, but it's all good.
Loco, what's your hat say, Loco? What you got on?
Crenshaw.
What? Okay, I feel you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm repping y'all. I'm repping y'all today. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Melly Mel.
That make us feel good.
Everybody.
All right, Professor.
Melly Mel's in the house.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Melly Mel. Yeah, but the next topic is, okay, we're about to be locked down, right? So do you guys think that this lockdown is going to be different from the others? You know, we had grocery stores open, restaurants, but because the COVID cases have went up, I mean, tremendously. Do you think everything is going to be shut down? I mean, is the economy going to be shut down? What now, you guys? What do you think?
Me and Loco talked about this last night on the phone. People are going to be, or I think it was Loco or Melly Mel, but people are going to be so uptight this time around.
That was me and you.
Yeah. And it may be a little worse. It may be more gang shootings and more spousal abuses. And I think it's going to be worse this time around as far as the people, us in the community. But as far as the government, they gave us a chance and people didn't want to listen. People was hard-headed. People took it for a joke. And now we're seeing the backlash to that.
I don't think that things are going to open really, like the movie industry. I don't think we're going to see anything to next year. I really don't. Some shows are going to come back, but I think what they're going to do is sequester the people that are going to work for them. They're going to have to sequester them in hotels and keep them isolated. I mean, they'll pay you a little bit more, but you might be sequestered away from your family for 3 weeks at a time. It's all good. It's more money because we're sitting at home anyway. So what's the difference, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But you know what?
It's about to be.
How about all the people that can't get work? I guess they're getting unemployment, I guess. But
yeah, they're gonna revamp that. Well, if you don't get unemployment, that's crazy. But it's fraud going on big time with the unemployment. Believe me, people are getting them small business loans and don't have a business. I mean, the come up is coming up. But the problem will be is that IRS and unemployment is worse than IRS. They're going to come and eat you up when this is over with. You can go, they're allowing people to do whatever they want to do as you may at this point. But believe me, do not get a legal job because your check is going to be gone every week until they collect their money. So I figured do it right. Play by the rules because it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you more when it comes back.
You know what, Kenya? I'm hesitant to call it fraud because
it's survival. It's survival.
It's survival, but on the IRS part, the government part, they're being lazy and they're rushing and they're just spitting them checks out without doing their homework. So they found out like 1 million people were dead that receive checks.
Yeah.
That's on them. That's their fault.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me they didn't check their social security number before they sent them checks out? That's their fault.
Yeah. No, it's their fault, but
Yeah.
believe
No, I
me,
feel
when
you.
they get back in the office,
No.
they get back in the offices, they hire all the 50 workers and 100 workers. They're gonna want every penny of their money. That idiots. I mean, that's no. So the biggest thing right now that will help us is that everybody just gets out and votes, because you never know, that new president, God, please, the new president come in and they can wipe the slate clean for everybody at this point. We know that other guy, November 4th is a holiday. Everybody needs to get out and vote. We need to rent vans at everywhere and get people out to vote, because we got to get him out of here. Everybody, this world depends on it at this point. It's not just people, it's the world. United States, because we're the laughing stock right now. I mean, they're laughing at us big time. I mean, we're the joke. I mean, Europe has a gate around us now. They're like, no, we don't want any of those people from the U.S. in our country now. I mean, they're locking us out now. Wow.
Yeah,
what do you think about that?
I think the IRS is going to come up, because they're going to not only charge you, they're going to charge you interest.
Oh, yeah.
Penalty fees, all of that.
Yeah, but, on another note, some people are really hungry. They need to eat. So right now, it's like, by all means necessary, get your money. In that way, get your money, because people got to feed their kids,
Yeah. Crystal, you're not going to speak to Kenya? I know you see Kenya.
Crystal, what? Hi, girl.
Hey, Crystal, what's going on?
Hi, Black Warrior Spirit. Yeah.
They say, speak,
Yeah,
sister, speak.
Yeah. Hey, Blade. Yeah, but you guys, it's important that we gotta vote at this point. We gotta get this dementia case out of here. I mean, I'm not saying Biden's any better, but he's the best of the worst. So we just need to get, the Mr. Racist out of here, because he is telling these white people to do whatever they feel, So it's we gotta exercise our rights. People that have never voted before, people need to, if they have felonies, you do your research. Do not let that hold you back. Do not think that you can't vote. I heard an artist say on the news on something that he had never voted before because he thought he couldn't. Just do your research and make sure, because we need every vote is going to count. Every vote is going to count. And you can count on interference, because Donald Trump is plotting to he knows he's going to lose. So he probably has everybody on standby to, infiltrate. So you guys get out and knock him down.
My man said,
right, Loco?
Yeah. Yes, indeed. I don't speak too much on voting, Kenya, because, I can't vote. So I don't, that's for y'all. Y'all, you and Kev, y'all are able to vote. Y'all, I see y'all getting on their head. Yeah, I agree with it. I wish I could, I would get out there and do my thing too.
Yeah.
Vote.
Yeah, so if you can't vote, give somebody a ride. Give them a ride to get there. So, because we need everybody there at this point. This is like life or death at this point.
The system is so broken that a lot of people don't even believe in voting. But let me say it like this. Whoever you are, male or female, it thinks voting don't count. Now, if you ran for office, if you were put in office, would you see things differently? If not, that's a person that don't trust him or herself, because they know how crooked they would be and how foul they would be and how they would take advantage of the system. That's why they tell you that it don't change nothing, because they know they would get up in there and do the same thing. But You just got, you got friends that you can trust, or women or men that you can trust. You probably got a parent you may can trust. Some of us can't trust both our parents, but you may have a family member that you can trust in some type of office. And normally, like Kenya speaking on the presidency, I usually speak on the local government.
Yeah.
Where we got more control over it. Vote means a lot. You're talking under 100,000 votes to win a seat, 20,000 less votes to win a seat. But and contrary to belief, felons can vote. Last I know, as long as you're not on parole or probation, you're eligible to vote. All you gotta do is register, and you can vote.
See, Loco? See?
No, I'm still on paper, Ken. You hear me?
Are you still on paper?
Yeah, I'm still on paper, Kenya. Look, I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing happening on no guns or voting or nothing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you, Crystal. Hugs, girl. Yeah. Well, when you get off of paper, we're gonna take you to we gonna personally take you to register. We're gonna have a register party for Loco.
That's all right too.
Good looking out, big. Appreciate it. Alana can't vote. She's a felon. She's a current felon. But we're not gonna ask her what she did to not be able to vote.
Yeah, you guys. But most importantly, I was out today, and I think I'd seen so many people, white people out, no mask on, and I'm like, is there some kind of secret society that they know something we don't know? Because why don't you have your freaking mask on? I mean, what? Oh, damn, I don't understand.
Well, let me say this. The system itself is corrupt. We know that. Damn near everything in America is corrupt against our people. I mean, that's just the history of this nation. But put it like this. Let's say hypothetically, I'm just speaking hypothetically. You in an all-black city. All-black city or all-black, whatever they call that, a zone. I mean, that falls on us. You know what I'm saying? That falls on us. So think bigger than that. Think wider than that. If voting didn't count, they wouldn't steadily be trying to give us felonies so we can't vote. They wouldn't steadily be trying to offer us probation so we can't vote. They wouldn't give us 3, 4, now 5 years parole. Or some people get a lifetime of parole if voting didn't matter. And they wouldn't have done all the things they have done to us if voting didn't matter. They try their best to keep us from voting. So it must matter. Why would they even do the things they do to us if it didn't matter? What it is they hope you keep thinking it don't matter and you don't go cast your vote. That means it'll go more in their favor.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all that is. But I don't be meaning to try to get people to vote, but I just be trying to speak some common sense to people. And some agendas might not be your agenda. So that's cool. That's understandable. Nobody said we all got to vote the same way or for the same person. At least I never said it. You vote for who got the policies that you like or the person that you know or you like. It don't have to be the same person that I like or what I want, the laws I want changed or the people I want out of prison. We don't have to have the same agenda. But that's that.
Yeah, no, you're right. And another news topic today I was listening to, these kids in Caucasian or white universities, they're having corona parties to see who could catch the coronavirus. So one person whoever tests positive comes to the party, and these kids are betting who they win money if they test positive for this coronavirus. I'm like, how freaking sick is that? I mean, really? You're having a corona party to see how many people at the party can catch it. and whoever's the first one that catches it gets wins money. I'm like, are these kids sick?
Yeah, you got some real crazy people in the world. Can you?
Yeah. Yeah. And these are college students, and it's crazy. You just have to turn the TV off and and tune it out because it's too much. It's so many things that are going on out there. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Man.
Local, what's on your mind?
Oh man, honestly, Kenya, right now just taking everything in that y'all talking about, because when you take them Benadryl and you ain't took them in a long time, I'm still trying to get my head together. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm still out sitting up here looking crazy and stuff. I'm all right though, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. You better check the weed you've been smoking, man. Might not have been that fire.
Kev, I don't know why you always trying to rag on my little bud, man, but I smoke nothing but the best, homie.
You shouldn't have headaches and those type of problems, man.
Allergies? I can't do nothing with that. Shit. Allergies, man.
Okay, what are you smoking on? Is that what is that? Chronic, indigo? What is that?
Some OG Kush. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're bomb.
Oh. Yep. And how much do you average a day?
I'd say I smoke no less than a quarter. About a quarter a day.
Okay.
Sometimes a little more. Depends on if I'm really stressing out that day, having a tough day, and I need help medicinally.
Real, what's up?
King Real, what's up, boy?
Hey, King Real, what's up, bro? King Real, you're making an impact out here. I keep having people ask me, who's that guy? Who is he? Is he from the hood? Where is he from? I said, ha, ha, ha. You never know. No, but you're good. He's doing an amazing job. Amazing.
Yeah, King Real, you're doing an amazing job, sir.
Yep. This argument.
He's an army man, so we appreciate him and his service to the country.
Oh, Kev, you finally learned how to do it, huh?
You taught me, bro.
Yeah, man. You gotta let them know thank you for your service, brother. I see brothers in the airport, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? At the store, say, hey, how you doing, sir, man? I want to thank you for your service. A whole lot of them look at me crazy, Kev, like, get the hell out of here. I don't care, like, but a lot of them, man, most of them are most appreciative. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Next time I see my uncle and one of my good homeboys, I'll be sure and tell him, thank you for your service.
They're going to say, man, who did you learn from, Kev? He must be a bright young man.
Loco, you go up to him and ask him, tell him thank you for your service. Okay, that's good. That's nice. They look at you crazy.
Being in Vegas, I see them all the time. I see soldiers all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it just, you got to put yourself in their shoes, man. That's something nice right there, man.
No, I'll wait to see if I get eye contact and body language, because, like you said, some of them ain't even trying to look at you. They're trying to get on about their business.
Well, a lot of them don't figure that you're gonna have the upbringing or the sense or the compassion to even say that to them because of your appearance. A lot of them are guilty of, prejudging you too. So when you finally say that to them, they like, oh, all right, man, thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay. Hey, Kev, I'm gonna make y'all laugh. Loco, do you tell the police thank you for their service?
Well, that's a different kind of service, Kenya. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about for the active soldiers overseas.
Oh, I know. I'm just messing with you.
Oh, yeah. But hey, But you know what? If one of them do you all the way right and let you make it on something, because a lot of them do, you know.
Yeah.
I think that it'd be proper to acknowledge them and say, hey man, you know what, man, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for your service, man. That's the only way I'm saying it to one of them, Kenya.
That's it, huh? They let you off, huh?
Let me go, man, one time.
Let me go.
Hey, Kev, Kenya. One time, I was in Dallas, and my little brother was in here in Houston, so he was gonna shoot down there and come pick me up, and I was gonna come back here for the holidays that year. And so I'm waiting on him and waiting on him. I start calling his phone, it's going to voicemail. I'm like, oh, he done went to jail. About an hour later, he get to the house finally and pick me up. He like, hey man, we got pulled over by a public Department of Public Safety, you know, a state trooper. He said the trooper came up to the car and said, look, I smell the weed. Hand me the weed right now. My brother gave him the weed. He said he told him, hey man, if ain't nothing else in this car, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and go. They don't play that out here in Texas, Kenya. So bro, like, man, all right, man, but he know he done. He done fled from the halfway house, federal halfway house. So he feel like they ain't finna let him make it once it come back on the computer. No way. Shit, the cop went and searched the car and shit, came back and let him out the cuffs and told him, man, I gave you my word. I told you I was gonna let you go if I didn't find that note in there, man. He said, but you need to take care of your business with your situation, man. Y'all have a nice evening. Well, you know what I'm saying? So you never know. And you know, you never know which one of them is gonna be all right with you. And it be the ones that you don't think gonna be all right, be the ones that's cool.
Exactly. Yeah. And
Kenya, has the movie taken a big hit because of COVID?
Oh, a huge hit. Yeah. I mean, never in history has all the major studios been closed. We're going on four months. Major hit. Netflix is doing amazing. Apple TV, amazing. All the streaming services are doing amazing. But as far as filming, that's done. I mean, most of the movies that were due to come out, I mean, I don't even know if we're going to have an Oscars this year because I don't know. But you know what? All the Oscars are going to be coming from Netflix, all those movies. That's where people are going to get Oscars from, because how are we going to vote for movies that came out in the big theater? Nothing really came out this year. So King Real, it's major hit this year, major. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Oscars got postponed, the Golden Globes, the Emmys, all those got postponed, because it's nothing has been out. A lot of movies are on hold right now. You know, the movie like I said, I was working on King Richard with Will Smith. We were supposed to come out on Thanksgiving Day, and that's been pushed back to next Thanksgiving, 2021. So, yeah, this year is a wrap for the movies.
What's all these jokes about Jada Pinkett about?
Oh yeah, Jada and her. I mean, people who know that. I mean, Jada has always been. You know, her and Will have always been swingers. They've always been had an open marriage. You know, everybody does what they do, and you know, Jada likes girls and guys. I mean, that's no secret. So I don't know what everybody.
Why is it such a big deal all of a sudden?
Because people assume that they, you know, this great marriage and it's solid and they don't go outside the marriage. I mean, goddamn, yes, they do. And the big thing is that Will gave this. They're looking at August, the guy August. He looks like a scrub, and they're thinking Will Smith gave him his blessings. I mean, he didn't give Idris Elba or Denzel Washington, but they give this scrub his blessing. So that's the big thing.
Maybe Will felt less threatened though, with a lesser than, you know what I'm saying, little dude. He felt like, hey, you know what? It ain't no Denzel. She ain't gonna leave me for none of this. She ain't gonna probably leave me for this little dude. Versus one of them big names, like you saying, Kenya.
Yeah, I don't know. I think everybody does their own thing. I don't think it mattered at that point. You know, I believe in that marriage has been kind of just doing their own thing. I mean, to each his own. Right?
I would have respected it more if it would have been a common man though. I would have wanted her to go that would have been live if the average Joe working in the concrete industry, he jackhammering all day, but he got Jada on the side and Will letting him knock it out. You know, that, excuse me, Kenya, but you know, that would be
Yeah, no,
really awesome.
yeah, but
Huh?
I'm more disappointed that this boy is opening up his goddamn mouth. Like, can't you just kiss and not tell, fool? Like, why do you have to open up your mouth?
Too
Can't it just
live
be our
for it.
secret? Or you know, like
It's too
we
live
did the
for it.
dude. So what? It's what?
It's too hard. It's too live for him. He want to get cracking on his music. You know, he probably tired of it. Ain't no telling what's going on. They said they've been doing this for years. They probably really at their end. So he like, shit, I'm finna cash in. And my music probably ain't selling like it need to. I bet it's selling now. I bet you since the story broke, August Alsina got all kind of streams.
Yeah, but I mean, when you come on, give interviews looking like a hot mess in a mental case, that don't make your story look good. I mean, he came in looking. I said he looked like strawberry shortcake. I mean, I'm like, what happened to him? Is he? What happened? Like
Hollywood.
God, I'm like, Jada didn't mess with you. It's non-believable to me. Like, I'm like, he did what? You know?
Hollywood. And Kev, I ain't even looking at the chat right now. Hey, Hollywood turned them niggas out, man.
So Kenya, is Hollywood really weird? And if you can't answer, he understands.
Oh no, Hollywood is. Oh my God, you have no idea. It is the most complex place in the world. You get to see people who they really are, and most of them are crazy. Most of them cannot get up without popping something to be normal. I mean, you see a character on TV. I used to work with this actor, and he was bipolar. And the producers gave me a double job on the show. They're like, okay, you're gonna be paid to, dress him and then be his PR person. So can you make sure he gets to set every morning? And when he goes to all the red carpets, can you go with him? Because this actor had a $50,000 a year prostitution thing. He liked to get prostitutes and he spent 1 year $50,000. And I remember I used to cuss his ass out. I said, $50,000, really?
50 ain't a whole lot. 50 ain't a lot.
I mean,
depending how much income is.
That was this is in 2003. So I would have to escort him to the events because he would just be all, I had to control that bipolar and it was so much stuff. So I would have to just keep his mind in tune, like sit up straight, like a child. Don't even look over there. Like, I'm like, this is a lot of work. And that's what most PR people have to do. You're babysitting these people. They're really crazy. And your job is to babysit them to make sure they don't do the crazy things they would normally do. It's wow. This is an understatement to weird. Understatement. I mean, whoa. I don't wish Hollywood on nobody if you're not in it. Hell no. I mean, the people, some people want to be taller, so we got to put lifters in their shoes, so on camera they look taller. Some men you got to get the fake wife beaters, Spanx, to suck them in so they don't have tummies. Oh my God. And the men are worse than the women. The men cry more than the women. They cry more. The pants don't fit right in my butt. I don't like these AG jeans. I need the other ones. Men.
You better stop it. You
doesn't make me look.
You better stop it, Ken.
You're
gonna be mad at you.
No. They look at the price tags. The men, the women are not. The women are okay, but the men, they look at the price tags. I'm not wearing a shirt for $70. I'm not wearing that. So you go buy a T-shirt for $300 that looks like the $70 one. I mean, it's so crazy. It's the things, the requests that they want, and oh my God, oh God, yeah, it's an understatement. Weirdo is not. Hopefully, when they come back, they'll be a little bit more humble pie, maybe.
Hey man, they go Sir Uncle Buck.
Man, that nigga.
Hey Kenya, maybe some of these things that's going on is just distractions for something bigger. You ever think of it like that?
Oh, absolutely. I think that once we get out of this, we'll look back on this in maybe 3 to 5 years, and wow,
Ain't even nobody gonna care.
Nobody's not gonna even remember the times we sat in the house. They're gonna remember the free money and
I meant about some of the topics going on right now. Some people gonna remember. A lot of people gonna remember being on lockdown because this is something new. We'll be talking about this for a long time. But later on, we're gonna find out more than what we know now about this COVID. We're gonna find out.
Oh yeah.
It's more than just a virus being passed person to person. It's got to be more.
It's population control, because notice if you look at the numbers and the ages of people that have succumbed to this virus, they wiped out all these baby boomers that were collecting the Social Security and all the money and the health care and all the the money they had to pay into these people that aren't working. So it affected them the most. It just seemed like they were trying to wipe that whole baby boomer, all that era out, so they can eliminate the Social Security or change it or do something. It just seems like it hit them the hardest, and they took the biggest hit. I mean, at one convalescent home, maybe 20 people died. I'm like, wow. I mean, and then the next one, 15, and then the next one. I mean, I know that they have a lot of ailments, and it's a little bit more risky for them, but it just seemed like that was the motive to control the population. What they do in China. Yeah, that's my opinion. My opinion on that.
Man,
it's trying to attack. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I think.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Kenya, because I ain't talking about nothing. I thought you was a pause in there.
Oh no, I think this is all premeditated, pre-planned. I think it's no secret. And I also think we got to look deeper. It's something behind the fact that the president is resistant on wearing a mask, because he knows something that everybody don't know. I mean, you look at him. I mean, he's really resistant. So just pay it. As they say, stay woke and just pay attention.
Right.
Yeah. Kev, Local, what was your opinion on it? You were about to say something very eloquently. I know you're about to say something.
I feel like as far as this is concerned right here, my worry is this, that all the protesting and stuff and the stuff that they have going on is starting to dwindle. It's starting to dwindle down now.
Yeah.
And well, me and Kev was talking about them setting it off and really going crazy. It has a lot to do with the temperatures, with the heat. Once this stuff die down, ain't nobody fixing to have that to go and protest for something righteous that we caught on TV and all this stuff. That'll be done died down by then. And it's going to get real crazy. It's fixing to get very crazy as far as a lot of killing, a lot of robbing, a lot of shoot. This is going to be crazy, man, because everybody's frustrated. They couldn't even handle March till today, let alone going from today till December. I mean, it's like, it's going to be all bad because money's fixing to be funny. It don't matter if Congress do pass that unemployment and all that goes forward. That's crumbs. We talking about the next 6 months being reduced to a lot of families, nothing. A lot of people ain't getting nothing. A lot of people wasn't working. A lot of people ain't getting unemployment. If only 1 million people duped them out of the death certificate game, that ain't even a whole lot of people. That's a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So overall, man, it's fixing to be total chaos in the United States of America in a whole lot of regions. And it's going to get all the other stuff, the George Floyd stuff and all that's going to get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
Then guess what? Then you got the elections coming up. And President Trump will, at that time, because the world going to be in chaos, his people going to rise to the occasion like they do every time. They're only laying in the cut right now. It's all planned out. Every year, every time that we have an election, they do the same thing every time, Kenya. They lay low. It looks so bad for him. And then they turn around and show up and bring him on across the finish line. And so until we figure out and really understand what kind of strategies and stuff we can take to make sure when they try to perpetuate that type of stuff that we combat it, don't let them bully us out of the elections. Don't let them bully us out of votes, and then we don't protest the votes. You know what I'm saying? The whole nine. If we do everything like that and people try to half-ass keep their head sane, we'll go forward better as the country. But I don't see it happening, Kenya. I think it's fixing to be all bad. I think it's going to be so bad before it gets better that I'm talking about for years to come, for years and years to come, man. We set back so far. Your mic is muted, Kenya. Your mic is muted.
Oh, my fault. Because her mic was clicking. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that we're going to see a widespread. I mean, the biggest thing is the foreclosures are going to hit like crazy. It's going to be worse than that time with the earthquakes. It's going to hit the rich areas, all those homes, all the valley, all that. If people have money and they have reserve, it's going to be a favorable season for people to buy. And rent's going to go down. It's going to be favorable. But then, like we said, the economy is going to be it's going to be messed up. So a lot of people won't be able to afford it. But then there's those that are still sailing and making money during this time and are able to do, to ride this wave. I stand on the fact that Trump has pissed a lot of people off. He has pissed a lot of people off. So I think his time is up. And I think that man is sick too. I think he's dealing with dementia. I think he's dealing with some serious stuff. I don't think he can make it another 4 years. Tell you the truth. I just don't think. And yeah, that's just my opinion. Any rebuttals?
No, I was just thinking about Sir Uncle Buck, one of our viewers. I don't think I want to let him on no more. We don't want to be seen
what happened?
Advantage of the mentally ill. Buck is missing a few screws.
Uh-oh.
I mean, that's just my personal opinion. It's not the opinion of local or any others.
Yeah. If he's missing some screws,
That's your partner.
That's my partner, man. I like old Uncle Buck, man. He can take his roastings real well, man. That's what I like about him.
He's a great sport, real great sport.
5150 Buck. He's literally Uncle Buck's moving his fire.
He's literally a sherm head.
He's sherm head. Oh God.
Look at his hair.
Uncle Buck, huh? Uncle Buck. Wow.
That nigga look like one of the Migos or something.
Uncle Buck has some cool glasses. Like, what was the white boy name? The musician. Who?
Elton John.
No, you talking about Beach Boss?
No. Talking about Sir Uncle Buck.
Elton John.
Yeah.
Elton John. That's what I said.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a clown.
He wants to come on. Rockhead will be making his appearance in a minute. Rockhead is outside exercising. Okay, he's out there. He's on mile number 10.
Kenya? No, he's not, Kenya. No, he's not. Rockhead getting his eat on. What he done did is start eating before he come on live. He used to just eat on live and everything. But now, so when he come on, he go to talking about all this old extra in shape talk. But man, I'm already here. I see straight through all that.
Do you go to church, Kenya?
Yes, I do. I go to Antioch. Well, Antioch and LBC. Yeah, that's when I moved back from Atlanta. I started there, and the pastor, he's good. He's it's online now, so we're online congregation now. How about you?
How about you, bottom line? You go to church? Everybody wants a woman to go to church until they get with her. Then they don't want to go to church no more.
Nah, you got to have your spiritual side. I mean, you got to get that. God, you got to get that food. You know, you got to get that. You got to get that spiritual food. You got to have it. And you know what? Nowadays, because online is so prevalent, you got many of your pastors online. I mean, you don't have to necessarily, you know, sit there in the house. The house of the Lord can be your house. So, as long as you have that relationship with them, you know, that spiritual awareness and that, you know, their personal relationship with whoever you believe in. I mean, that's important. You don't necessarily have to sit in the house.
He said no, he doesn't go to church. What do you think
Don't.
of Atlanta?
What I think about ATL? ATL was great. I moved there from 2005 to 2013, and it was the housing market was amazing. I bought this beautiful house in Smyrna, Georgia, and got 5,000 square feet, full basement, and I think it was close to 400. But I'm talking about Jazzy Faye was my neighbor, so it was an amazing community, and it was cheap compared to LA. I mean, 375,000 for a 5,000 square foot house. Oh my God, you kidding me? So it served its purpose. I was just ready to come home after 8 years.
Somebody said, Troy Thompson said all his childhood friends, all his childhood criminal friends have strip mall churches now.
The next pimp game. That's the next pimp game.
Of course. A lot of pimps, drug dealers.
Yeah.
They became preachers.
There it is. You know, I mean, I think a lot of them, I don't know. It's hard to decipher who's honest and who's not. I mean,
but sometimes you have to do bad in order to do good. I know, and you know too. I don't know if you know, but you know some of our homegirls come from religious families. Mama and daddy was preachers or whatever you call them, and they were the worst in the neighborhood. So sometimes you know you rebel against what your parents teach you. Sometimes you fall in line, but bad people get in trouble, maybe go to jail or have some type of crisis in their life, and then they want to do good. Some is still a hustle for them. They're just doing it for the money.
And that's the quick get rich quick scheme.
Yeah, and some take advantage of it because you're gonna have a lot of women in the congregation that trust in you and lust over you. You know, and some churches got older people just gonna open up their bank account for you. So you know, you just never really know if their intent is genuine.
Yeah. I went to this mega church and I visited. I didn't go. I just visited a couple times. But this particular pastor, he had you could get on the front row that barely got there. The front row didn't even have cars, and then he had like up in a pew with all young boys up there. And this pastor ended up dying mysteriously of some mysterious disease. I mean, I have a suspicion of what it was, but this rolling up there in Rolls Royces, and his congregation was barely getting there. And that was horrible to me. You know, these people barely have money. They're taking their light bill to give you money. Not cool.
No. Not at all.
So.
Hey, you know, Kenya, I did 13 years. I did 13 years flat, right? And you know, in jail, we see a whole bunch of people that be on that Bible and all that, and, you know, being there running that, and you know, I used to sit back and watch him. I ran across one guy out of all them 13 years and 4 months that really walked like and talked like it and lived it. One guy that could uphold it all them years and stay strong in it. Dude named Charles Johnson out of Fort Worth. He had double life. And man, he was one of the and out of everybody on the building, of course, I was his best. I was the one that he used to tell me God chose to Brian. He used to tell me, Brian, you gonna watch, you gonna lead a whole bunch of men, man. Brian. And he used to be the one, you know, he used to always choose me to sit there and talk about the word with him and different things. Because I have a spiritual upbringing. A whole lot of us do. You know what I'm saying? From the old school, we was all raised in
Yeah.
churches and things back then by our grandmamas. And, you know, our grandmamas made sure we knew who God was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, but one dude out of 13 years that was really solid with the word and out of hundreds and hundreds of other men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, yeah. Oh, somebody asked me, did I ever go to West Angeles? Yes, I did. I love Blake. When I lived over there in the neighborhood, I went to West Angeles, and Blake is an amazing pastor, amazing over there on Crenshaw. He's good. So yes, West Angeles is good. Family BS in the church. All that first family. He is the tool of manipulating welfare. Yeah.
Man.
Yep. Yeah. Wow. Yes.
Can you feel free to check out whenever you're ready? We had enough for you, Tom. I don't want to bore you. Any questions? Any questions for Kenya, you guys?
I have a question for Kenya. Kenya, where are you going with the whole movie aspect and the different things? Do you one day and hope to aspire to be a producer yourself, or are you already producing?
Well, already producing. I produced like 3 or 4 films, but I've taken this time since the COVID now. I'm working on this very private project now, and God has put me in context with like the Hughes brothers and F. Gary Gray. So I've been working on that for since the COVID, and me and my team have put everything together, put it all together. We had to put like lookbooks together. That's 30 pages of lookbooks, script. My writers are they're writing. It's a series, so they're writing like in one season there's like 13 episodes, so you got 13 mini scripts for season 1. So we're completing that now. And every day you pick at it, every single day you contact somebody else, get you want to get a music supervisor, you want to get a person who can run the show, you want to get you got to start lining up actors. So I've been working out directors now, my favorite directors, and of course the Hughes brothers are one of my favorites. F. Gary Gray, that's my personal friend. So I've been working on that. That's my little thing. I get up every morning and pick at. Me and my lawyer sit on the phone for the first hour out the morning, ironing everything out legally.
Kenya, do you know?
Soundtrack, yes.
Do you know of P. Frank Williams?
P. Frank Williams. That name, God, it sounds familiar. I'm not certain. What does he do?
He was the producer. He was the producer for American Gangster.
Hi. Wait, hold on one second. Uncle Derard, hi.
What up, Derard?
That's Uncle Derard. Hey, we miss you, Derard.
Man, we got all the pieces to make some star-studded films, and we just ain't doing nothing about it. Asiatic Supreme want to know if you know Tim's story.
Oh, Tim's story real well. I texted Tim the other day. I bother Tim all the time because Tim is working on Ride Along Part 3 right now. So when I call him, I know when he's out of the country, he doesn't answer my calls. Tim is that's our childhood friend, TDF crew, Westchester High. He's him and Kevin Hart are getting ready to line up that Part 3 of Ride Along, and I think he got 2 other things going on, so he's busy. Yeah, he's a great director that came from our neighborhood.
King Real said get him on the soundtrack.
Yeah, well, in that sense, it's called soundtrack. What you have to get a person who scores it. Okay, it would be a person who scores it if it's a movie. If it's a television show, you have to get a movie television supervisor, and then they bring in a team to get the music going. So you know, anything I do, and me and my team do, you know, we always incorporate the people that we are family first all the time. I think that's how it always works. Family first. Larita Shelby. Yes, I am. Vito, yes. I know Larita Shelby. Yes. Yeah. Well, let's put it this way, Dream. Atlanta has been sort of Black Hollywood, but they're about to pull that tax incentive out of Atlanta. So, because of all the things that's happening, so Atlanta's about to lose that tax incentive. So Black Hollywood is about to dissipate from there. I talked to some of my union members out there, friends, and they're very close to pulling that. So the only thing you're gonna have in Atlanta is Tyler Perry.
Next question: what do you think of Tyler Perry's movement?
Tyler Perry's on top of the game. I mean, he's built his own fortress down there, and Atlanta's gonna be all his very soon. And when you come to Atlanta, you're gonna have to go to Tyler Perry's studio because he'll be running everything. When all the movies, all the Sonys, and all the Warner Brothers, all those people pull up from there. Because when the tax incentive is done, I mean, they were giving people that 40% tax break to come to them down there. But all the recent bad, you know, they got the abortion thing. They have the police killing blacks. That's not good for the film business. So, yeah, LA is always going to be Black Hollywood. It's always going to be because you just go down there to work. But guess what? You have to come to LA to get your check. Your money's here. You just go down there to film. That's it.
That's cool.
This is Tinseltown forever. Black Tinseltown too. Yeah, it's going. And Kev, like I tell you, Kev, all the time, it's a lot of content, but you need to take it by the horns and run with it right now. I tell you all the time, you have 4 seasons of material to do. You have 4 seasons, 5, 6 or 7. So it's not, you know, me and Rockhead had this conversation. He's working on something on his end, and he said something so profound. We were talking, and he said, you know, when I get my thing going on, the first person that's coming in with me is KevMac. He said he's giving me a platform and a voice, and he said I've never really had nobody but Jim to do that. And I just thought that was good of one brother looking out for the next brother, because it rarely happens where you look out for your people. You know, yeah. For me, I'm all about my people. I want my little tiny circle. We're going to do this. Our tiny circle. We're going to do this. We're going to utilize it where everybody's going to eat. You know, we're all going to be able to do something together, you know, and be able to survive this crazy world. We'll be sitting back somewhere, you know, and then when you get your money, you bring in the next man. That's the rule. That's the law. You know, you gotta help your people. You have to. Mm-hmm. And Kev, you have it already. You don't need to talk about you already have done the legwork already, bro. You've done it. So it's all about implementing your plan now and taking what you already have and putting it out there.
Right. We got to implement it.
Yeah, you're doing the work. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I know they're in the middle of, well, they stopped doing Nipsey's thing. They moved it out of LA for a while, and I wouldn't be surprised if they call you to get some coverage, pay you for that. You know, it's so many things going on, and you're part of this history. So, you know, give yourself a pat on the back for doing this work all these years. You know, because it's not done in vain.
Right. Good looking out. Appreciate that.
I'm just saying. Loco, you agree?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my boy, you know, look, everybody always coming on in here asking, Kev and me, how I know Kev and all this, man, that's my bro. You know, all before kevmacvideos and all the rest of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And can you hear me?
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned with it, I know Kev is a very modest dude. He don't like all the compliments all the time and stuff, but I just say this, man, he know I'm super proud of him. Super proud, man, because anytime you have the type of gambling habits and things that we had, man, in them days, and the way we threw money away and won bunches and bunches of money, and for him to be able to be strong to say, you know what, let me chill out on that and go for something that's bigger and really find his niche. And I watched him on camera. A lot of people didn't know this was going on, and me and him ain't even talked about this, but I watched him fight through all that to the point where he wasn't going to the casinos some days. And I watched it all dwindle down and stuff till he put everything he can into this right here. And I watched through the hotel rooms and everything my boy went through, man. When you from this lifestyle right here and you know you run into dudes like this right here and you watch the progression, you can't do nothing but be proud. You know, he inspires me. Got me moving around here again. You know what I'm saying? When I couldn't dig myself out of a depression of getting caught up and a lot of the things and losing my focus and stuff. Man, Kev Mac inspired me to go ahead and get on up and go get back to the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, good looking out, man. You know, we all.
Yeah, man, I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth, man.
We all are inspirational to certain people. We just have to ping pong off each other, man. That's all. Like I got Kenya on mute. Like Kenya be talking to one of the homies, a mutual friend, and she's telling him how inspiring I am. He's telling me how inspiring she is. I'm telling her that she's inspiring him. You know, you got to surround yourself around people like that to go to the next level.
Yep. Because you guys, we're all very close to what we need to. We don't even know. We have the ingredients to make it. We just have to work together. That's it. It's so simple. And even more, Kev, right now is our season. It's our season, you guys. I had a guy call me from Netflix, and they're opening up this diverse department there because they want to bring more Black people into the workplace at Netflix now because they feel like they've been guilty of not having enough African Americans be a part of the making behind the scenes. So this is our time to shine. We've been working. We just didn't come off the block yesterday and do this. We've been working, and we're gonna utilize all the help they're gonna give us, and we're gonna take it all. Period. Yep. Network builds the net worth. You're absolutely right, Tori. Yeah, you have all the material you need. You have all your material is priceless. And Kev, you archive everything you have because down the line, movie companies, the information that you have, they can't get all that off of Google, right? So they're going to be coming to you to buy some of your. I mean, it's going to work for you in so many ways. Just listen to me. It's going to work once you get that platform on them streaming services. It's going to take off to a whole nother level. You'll be over 1 million subscribers. It just takes one little push. This one.
Mm-hmm. Want to read that, Kenya?
You know? Yeah. What I noticed about Kev is he don't ignore his fans, and we all have to grow with him, and he lets everybody chime in. You do. And he's humbled, and he's a guy from the hood who we all respect. That is so nice.
Yep.
That is nice. And that's how everybody feels, Kev. They feel that way about you. You are humbled, and you give everybody an opportunity. You give the little man the opportunity, and you let him have a voice.
Always have. Always gave light to independent artists. And I like to be creative myself, so I understand.
I mean,
Loco, where you at?
I think, Loco, where you going?
Where you at, Loco?
You said what?
You in San Antonio?
Yeah, one of my little homies, man. One of my little homies got rent houses out here. I mean, houses out here and stuff. So whenever I come, I'm always straight. You know what I'm saying? I come get safe.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just out here parlaying, man. There's my little homie, man, number 3, little Loco number 3, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he do. He do the real estate thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Loco, you on vacation? Okay, that's okay. We see you.
Yeah, I'm just parlaying and stuff, just laying low, Kenya. I always like to try to get, somewhere to myself, man, and just, I'm like, me and Kev have a whole lot of that in common too. You know, I'm kind of, I did so much time to the point where I got to get by myself a whole lot of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And build and be able to think. You know what I'm saying? Get no distractions type thing. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. But let me ask you something. This being by yourself, are you in a long-term relationship now? Are you single?
You said, am I single? Am I in a long-term relationship, Kenya?
Yeah. Okay, why are you laughing?
That
Yeah,
man
I said
must
because
be,
you
that
said
man
you
must be in trouble.
One thing about it, one thing in doing this, doing this work right here, I've done a lot. I've produced documentaries and different things. A lot of the things, Kenya, I keep out of the spotlight, the public like that.
I got you because you said you like
You know
being
what
by
I'm saying?
yourself.
I don't like to put nobody in my. You know what I'm saying? Me and you off camera, I'll let you know everything. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, bro.
Great answer. I gotta use it.
Huh?
That's a great answer. I have to use it.
Yeah. You the main one. Always kick it off. You're a rockhead anyway.
I sent Rocky an invite. He didn't even pop up.
Rockhead. I told you.
You was in a relationship for a long time and got a child from an entertainer, right?
Yes.
So you already know, Kenya, firsthand how women are about guys, especially. Come on now.
Oh God, no, but
yes.
No, you're absolutely right. And see, I got in that at a young age, so I know it's crazy because I tell people I was around some of the baddest players in the freaking world. So I know more than your average girls. I know exactly how, when, where, how they would go to China and cheat, go to Europe and that, go here, go. Woo, Lord. So, a lot of things don't faze me anymore. But yeah, I feel you on that. It's a whole nother level of understanding. Lord is.
Who was that? Oh, Kenya, see if you can convince Shaniqua to come on live. Damn, Kenya blacked out like Buck.
No, she there.
See if you can get. She gone.
Oh,
okay.
No, I'm here. Yeah.
Shaniqua, this the one they were saying they wanted to come on with you. She's here today.
Girl, you gonna come on? Shaniqua, you gonna come on? Keep it good.
She be in Atlanta and Oakland and probably everywhere else on local.
Yep.
You gonna come on? Kev, give her a date to come on. Just give her a date to come on.
She's gonna come on now and tell us when she's gonna come on.
Okay, come on, girl.
Here go the link, Shaniqua. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared, girl. Don't. You pretty girl. Don't worry about it. Just hop on now.
Come ghost ride the whip.
Ghost ride.
There go Marley Mar. Marley Mar, click the link and come in.
Molly Mar. Wait. Molly Mar. That's the playground homies.
Yep. She said not today. Oh, y'all always got some.
Oh, come on, girl.
For all we know, Shaniqua's a dude. This the best time to come on there, Shaniqua.
She said she's not.
I'm not dressed. We ain't dressed either, Shaniqua. I got on this old wrinkled t-shirt. I've been sleeping. I just slept in it.
Yeah.
Hey, Lisa Jackson came on one day with nothing on.
Lisa was raw and uncut with it.
That was classic. Are you serious, Lisa?
Yeah, she was half naked.
Damn.
couldn't find the phone thing and nothing. She was out of there.
What up, boy?
Molly Mars in the house. Woo.
What up, Sid?
Hey, bruh.
What's up with you?
Oh my God! Look at Molly Mars in the house. That's my boy. That's our Molly.
I've never seen somebody cook so much and lose so much weight, man. What's going on?
You know what's happening, Max? Yeah.
Kevin Brown say you can't fade him. I'm cooking.
What's going on, homie?
What up, Loco? What's happening with it?
Oh, it's all good, man. How you doing?
Shit, man. I'm up here. I'm making it. What's happening?
Now we're in a good time, Groove, and you don't have no shirt on. It's men up in here, bro.
Oh, somebody went big
Molly,
sex.
party at your house.
Yeah.
What you say?
What you say, sis?
Groove went.
You gonna cook some wonderful food?
On you.
Who is that with no clothes on? Let me see.
I had to throw my work shirt off real quick.
What's up, homie?
What's the deal, Loco?
It's all good, man.
Hey, when I first logged in, y'all was talking about y'all was talking about the black movement, what we on right now. And I want to kind of persuade that conversation back that way. I think y'all some influential people, and it's a nice platform to do so. I got a little movement going right now at Crenshaw High School. It's about 31 of us, 31 alumni right now. We starting a fund to buy laptops from LAUSD school board. So we got together with the current principal right now. He been there. This is second year there. So he was cool with the idea with us. All the alumni coming together, former football players, former basketball players, former athletes, all of us, you know. And, I want to say the program initially started under More Than Ball. I think it was called More Than Ball now, but we just changed the name. I don't want to be wrong when I say the name, so I ain't gonna even say it. But yeah, that's something that we're doing right now. I just want to make sure. And the reason why we're doing it is because we're trying to get back to our community. We all grew up in the Crenshaw district. We all from the Crenshaw district, but we ain't really. We gotta be that. We gotta be the role models and go back to the Crenshaw High and grab at least stop a student or try to educate them or lead them down the right path. I think it's our job and our duty as black men and women, especially when we know better. We got to do better.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Who got the 31 people together? What idea was it?
Say it one more time, bro. I think my line back.
I said that was a good idea. Who's responsible for bringing the 31 people together?
So right now, the Instagram page is under More Than Ball. More Than Ball is the Instagram page right now. The 31 people right now is all alumni from Crenshaw High School. Like I said, it's former athletes, including myself. I don't know if y'all know who Brandon Mebang is, or Damian Hughes, Darian Hagan, or some of them big names that went to Crenshaw.
Yeah, I remember Darian Hagan, man, went to Colorado, huh?
Yeah, his son. Yeah, his son went to Cal Berkeley, and then he went to the Browns. Yeah, so it's just a lot of us that trying to get back to the community, and we all on Instagram. We are all black entrepreneurs, so we all got our own business, and we just using our platforms to try to come together and get back. Like me myself, I'm doing t-shirts. I got my own t-shirt company right now. It's LLC. It's recognized by the Secretary of State. So I'm making custom design t-shirts and face masks and also custom design shoes. And what I'm doing, I'm gonna try to implement that into the movement with the alumni got going from Crenshaw. Whether if I'm gonna donate a certain amount of shirts or something, Big Brother program to the kids. Make sure I'm donating to try to get them some laptops, because a lot of these kids gonna be going home for this corona. So we're just trying to see how can we help them in this situation, whether if we start a scholarship fund for them or whatever.
What's up, man? That's what's up.
Yeah, that's cool, man. You done anything with developing options yet?
No, I haven't.
All right. I know he do a lot of stuff up the Crenshaw High. Yeah. Man, that's good that everybody's trying to do things for people that in need. We finally waking up. 'Cause our era, we didn't have no help from nobody. So now we got all kinds of different people handing stuff out, helping people with school supplies and mentorships and stuff like that. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, and that's real good.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something that we gotta do. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it's something that we gotta do. It's our duties, man. Like, to be honest, it's unwritten. So, we just living life as we go, but we know we gotta be the ones. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be the ones that lead the way.
Right. We destroying our community. It's something right. We give back to it. Yeah, that's cool.
And I think
Mississippi. Oh yeah, in the 60s, I was born in Centinela Hospital.
Ain't no more Centinela Hospital, is it? No, they knocked down Daniel Freeman. They knocked down Daniel Freeman.
Yeah, it's no Centinela. It's that's Cedar Sinai now. That's a branch of Cedar Sinai now. Where Centinela Hospital is.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Marley Mark, what's up, man? What you drinking?
What up?
yeah. So the plan is to try to keep the black dollar generated in our communities, man. That's the biggest goal. If we can implement that kind of structure, I think we'll be straight. Because I mean, what we spending? They say we spending what 17 trillion a year just blacks ourselves. And if we spend that with each other, then we can keep the black dollar generated in our community, where we able to build. Everybody got their own businesses and got their own storefronts, and kind of like the Black Wall Street. We need that type of program going right now.
Right. Yeah, your mic is kind of low. Are you talking low? Everybody wants you to speak up. But
yeah, I know. I'm trying to pull you up on the laptop right now. I'm gonna log out. I'm gonna be in the comments.
All right, so Mar, what you up to, bro? Drinking on, man. No. Oh, okay. All right. Got you. You can move that. Okay, got you. So the rain.
Hey, Molly,
I can show you the birds now, huh, man?
Yeah.
It's light outside.
Hold on. All right.
Let me see.
All right.
Windows up.
Loco, where are you going?
To the store. I ran out. I need some cigars, can you?
oh, Loco.
Yeah, I gotta run over quick.
Oh God, he's at the pigeon coop. Oh, look at Molly Mogg with the. Let me see Molly.
He done froze.
Uh-oh, he got the pigeon coop out there. Wow.
Fly though.
Huh?
You can't fly nothing?
They just say.
Oh.
They be out on the roof all night.
Where the breeders at?
Wow.
See them whites?
Yeah.
That's them whites.
Why you got them with they big ass babies, man?
I ain't
Time to kick them
out
out.
here because they all gonna go. These is all baby. These is all new ones.
Yeah, I see.
Now, when they fly, do they come home?
Yeah, you gonna train them where they live at.
Oh, wow.
I see that red up in there.
Look this shit.
Oh, that's interesting. Wow.
Yeah, very interesting.
I mean, he got the homes built. Those are.
I ain't
thought those
pulled
were
them
kennels
squabs
first.
out yet.
Yeah, I see. Squab's gonna be beating up their parents pretty soon.
They about the only ones in there, I think. Oh.
Loco taking it to the store with him, huh?
Yeah, I'm
We
right
going to
here
the store.
too. I ain't realized why I was even at it. Man, I'm telling you, I got here today. Gave me the address and shit. I got here, man. I came and laid it down. I'm over here actually in a cool little cracking ass area. It got everything I need. All my little vegan spots and shit.
That's right. You're a vegan. I forgot. Wow.
Yeah, something like that. Kenya, I eat seafood though, so they say it's like a pescatarian or something they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I eat seafood. That's about it.
Well,
Hey,
we got one of the best cooks on the phone because Molly Ma can cook his ass off.
Hey,
Oh,
sis,
yeah?
what you doing this
You
weekend?
going in?
I was about to ask you cooking? Because no, the 4th of July is off. We need places to go. No,
I want to go somewhere and eat. I'm tired of cooking.
I know. All the parties are off because remember Lou used to give a party, but up there by the Rose Bowl. But I don't think he's gonna do it this year.
I don't know.
Y'all want to come out to the store?
Hey, I need some policies and an apple zapper.
I got you,
Hey, Kim, you don't remember apple zappers, huh?
Well, if I eat an apple zapper right now, it'd be like a tooth impression.
Oh, I know. Oh,
Hey, you and me both.
Man, hey,
apple zapper.
hey, that would be torture to see me eat an apple zapper right about
The things we did as kids, that you cannot do these days. I mean, wow.
Hey, Mara, this question's for you, man. When you clap, do your birds spin around?
Oh, God damn. Hey, what that mean? They do the hokey pokey?
Oh, man.
That's that movie stuff. When you clapping.
What's up, Kev?
What's up, Cute? You in the dark, man.
Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
Haven't heard from you in 3 days, dog.
I know, man. I've been working, man. How you been? You been okay?
Yeah.
That's good, Kev.
Got one of my.
I don't see you. I don't see you. I don't see you.
Your signal might be bad, or it's some dark shades you got on.
Yeah. I don't know. Could you hear me good?
I hear you great, man. You excellent.
What's your topic?
We talked about a little bit of everything. We broke it down now. He gone.
Matt.
Yeah.
They shut Vegas down again?
No, not yet.
No.
They're talking about it. I think she talking about they flip, man. They flip when you clap your hands.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's gonna work tonight.
I can see you now.
Oh yeah, I see you too, man.
Maybe the signal's better if I stand right here.
Where you at?
I'm getting Wi-Fi
Yeah, where you at?
at the pad. Hey, you want to know something, man? Remember we did a video a couple weeks ago, and I said, "Don't let the kids go to school." I said that they unlocking too fast, and that it started with a monkey and a dude. And I said, if it only took two people to get it going, you got a bunch of monkeys and dudes out there now. And if you start it back up, it's gonna be
Houston, that Wi-Fi, man, trash. He's going to cut out again. His connection's slow. Yeah, he cut out again.
Yeah, they trying to get these kids back in school, man.
Of course they are. Hey, if somebody steal local truck, we're gonna be watching.
Right.
What is that noise, nigga? The hawk getting your pigeons?
That's one of my kids' bird in the house.
Oh, a parrot?
A conure.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. You know, we got everything. We got birds, snakes, turtles, all kind of shit.
Mm-hmm. He said turtles, snake. You know what to do with a snake. You feed him a rat.
All day. All day long.
They say they bet you in Compton.
That's what they say. I'm in Compton. No, I'm a LA dude, man. But I'm in Palmdale right now. West side of Palmdale too. Money.
For a pit puppy.
Hey, Mac, you talk to Lil Slip?
Yeah, he called me.
Okay.
He said he could give you a shirt or he'd give it to me when I get out there.
Okay, yeah, because he told me he wanted you to wear a couple of things for him.
Are they tight?
Yeah, they cool. You ain't seen them? Nothing?
No, I ain't seen them.
Hold on, I'm gonna go get a couple. He did for me.
I don't think so, Asiatic Supreme. If we go on a 3-week lockdown right now, we'll still be in July. We come off, they give them time to school shop, get school supplies, and be at school in August on the first day of school. But they're going to be probably trying to find a way to test them kids, man, make sure them kids safe. They're going to do more than put that fever thermometer on them. They're going to be trying to stick something up their nose and everything else to them kids, man. Petting zoo restaurant. What's the difference of LA and Compton? Well, it all depends. Compton's in LA County. As a city, Compton is just a different part of LA than LA is. Different school district, different, some homes are different. Gangs are closer together.
He did that, Mac.
All right, that's tight.
He did that.
And yeah, that black one. That's what I told him. Give me black.
It's blue.
That's blue, dark blue, navy blue.
Hey, you see what Lil Mac them doing, huh?
No, Long Beach is not a county. Long Beach is a city. Long Beach is in the county of LA. That's tight. He got them?
Lil Kim.
Oh yeah, that's tight. Rest in peace. Gone but not forgotten. That's tough.
Man, hey, that nigga Lil Kim got a fortune going on over there, man.
Yeah.
He done bought a motor home and everything.
Wow. Man. Yeah, that Nipsey tight. He should be cashing in on that one.
Oh man, hey, I pulled up the other day, and man, in the alley they had, man, you would thought they was COVID testing over there. they had a line of cars. Man, they over there selling like motherfuckers.
Man, I need to hit him up.
You need to, hey, right now he up right now too. He doing good.
I'm saying for the shirt, huh?
You know what I'm saying? He doing good, man. Yeah. He got him in black, all kind of colors, but he doing good, man. I was proud of him.
The one you got is tight. I know that sucker go right there.
When I'm gonna go this weekend. I'll tell him I'll grab one for you, and because I need to give my kids some anyway. Yeah. So I'll grab one for you before they sell out or whatever.
Yeah.
Where can you go? Can you? She bumped out?
Yeah, she left. She checked out. It's all good.
Loco still in the stove? Hey.
Man, Loco might be jacked up by the San Antonio Police Department. Or they don't have the type of cigars he needs. He said Loco got lost. Loco should have turned his phone toward the store so we could watch it.
So we can watch it.
Hey, you know it's me, bro. You know this cat grew up in the hood. He younger than us, though.
Who is that?
I'm about to send him an invite.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he put his mask on.
Loco looking like a surgeon.
Boy,
fresh out of ER.
Already.
Boy, he got the munchies.
I got to take this fool my ID in here, man. They tripping about IDs and shit. I told him I'd bring it in there so he could see.
Why you need an ID, bro?
To get the cigarillos, the swishers. These motherfuckers crazy. I told that motherfucker, man, it's gonna be 46 in a few days. What was he talking about? Hold on, man.
You know this cat right here, man?
I hear.
Well, first of all, we hear you, but we don't see you, bro. Where you at?
Am I here?
No, man. Your screen is black. No, this ain't gonna work, man.
Okay, let me. My mind's walking out. Can you hear me?
All these dudes come on with these black screens, man. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Hey, Wi-Fi terrible.
I don't even think they want us to see them. Something. This one dude we call Sir Uncle Buck look like he be in a basement with dead bodies or something, man. Like, man, what are you doing? You're gonna be on America's Dumbest Criminal, man. Coming on live on YouTube with all them bodies up in there. Hey, Marvel, man. Come on, Marvel. Hey, so what the Rams gonna do, man?
Honestly, I got them at this year on the real. I don't see nothing. 8-8, 9-7.
I mean, but you know what? I'll give you this. You always give your Rams a hard time. They do better than you be expecting because you don't really give them the prop. But see, Cowboy Raider fans, they're gonna tell you they're gonna win the championship every year.
No, I mean, look, I look at it. Last year, man, our offensive line was garbage. I mean, they paid golf. They paid Gurley, and they didn't want to pay that offensive line the year before, so everybody left. I don't see no improvement really. I don't know if that offensive line can go, they're gonna be all right. But
what about Frisco?
I got Frisco. That whole division gonna be hard, bro. I got Frisco at probably. I got Frisco seriously 10-6. I got Seattle probably 10-6, 11-5.
9-7.
I got Arizona. Arizona might be. They might go 500 this year.
Yeah, Loco and Rocky think Arizona gonna do something.
Huh?
Loco thinks Arizona might do something.
That's what I'm saying. So that division is gonna be crazy, homie. And then they talk about Antonio Brown might go to Seattle. So shit, you know.
Hey, the Pats gonna look good. I don't do sports, but I'm a Patriots fan.
Oh shit.
Did we really find? Did we really get Cam?
Of course, man. Hey, do you two know each other?
Let me see.
I don't know.
Nah. Well, I don't know.
Where you grow up at?
My address 4512 West 63rd Street.
On 63rd?
Yeah.
63rd. That's Buckler, ain't it? That's Buckler, right?
Yeah, right there. Yeah, we the Buckler boys.
Okay. Okay.
Just low key, you know what I'm saying?
How old are you?
44.
Okay, so
Kev, I got a shiner. That's why I called. That's why I asked you to blast me.
Cause my nigga look older than us, Mark.
Look at my eye, Kev. Hold on, how do I do this?
Cause you got beat up?
No.
How you get a shiner?
I got one in, right? He got one in. He got one in, but I was the victor.
Nigga still fighting at 44.
Nigga with the black eye always say he won. Every single we was in kindergarten.
Nah, look, I'm gonna tell you, Kev. It was a little young bull. I don't want to fight no more. That's gonna be my last fight. That little young boy got me pretty good. It was a 50-50, bro.
Oh shit. He might.
You know, I keep it real. So, yeah, I don't think I won. I'm actually just gonna hang it up. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'm lucky I don't have no damn loose teeth.
And your son might want to see you now.
Yeah. He might. That's the boy.
That's who you fought?
That's the boy.
That's who you had a fight with?
Yep.
Oh.
And it was
tricky situation.
Yeah, he gonna win next time. Don't fight him again.
Don't fight him no more, homie. That's it.
Nice, a young bull, fresh out of level 4.
Boy, you got a level 4 ass kicking on the streets.
In the mid, we went from the porch to the street. It was a long fight. It was bad. Like we punched. I would say I told you, Kev, I'm gonna get your stuff hot, right? And just interesting stories, but literally, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like we punched each other about 40 times. Maybe 20 times. I don't know. It happened so fast. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Hey, bro. I could tell he shook you up. You had to see stars. Tell the truth.
No.
He went to sleep. He went to sleep and woke up again.
Heck no.
Cause look, you said it was a long ass fight, then you said it happened so quick.
Yeah, you went to sleep, homie.
It did, because remember I told you I broke my toe a couple of days ago?
Yeah.
When I was moving those weights. So I fell. But we got busy. We got busy.
And the comment section said, man, don't do that no more.
Bro, I feel so horrible, my bro. This is like a dynamic I've never thought I would have to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
You knew it. You were saying this shit a week ago when I was telling you, be cool. That's your son, man.
Yes, you did.
Dilly.
But he would look. I'm gonna change the subject. I'm gonna get off my phone dying. But
All right.
you did. You. Them boys is real. These young boys are wild. I had to use a lot of stuff to win. It wasn't average.
Man.
It was crazy, Kev. And Loco, what it do? What's up, my
What's
big
up, What's cracking?
Kev?
Yeah.
That girl Kenya is a monster, bruh. Is that her name?
Yeah.
She is. Man, she's powerful, bruh. She's very smart, bruh.
Yeah. She be in the hood. She be by your house. Oh, well,
I know. I
yo.
be seeing she be hanging with the generals.
Yeah, of course she do.
She hang with the big boys.
Of course she do.
Mm-hmm. And they be working out and stuff. Behind the scenes. Look, now we just meeting each other, but I'm ready to, the person I want to see.
All right, man.
And I love you, man. Just much respect. Much respect. You know what I'm saying? Love your platform and everything, bro. And, that's it.
All right, appreciate it, bro. Take care of your battery, man. Go charge your phone. What your wife say about you fighting your son?
Oh, that was she the one that broke it up?
Oh, my goodness. It got worse. You let a woman
Bad.
for your son?
Well, it got bad. I can't really explain it.
Was you out of breath? Was you tired?
No. No. I jumped up, went in the car, and got something else.
Oh, my God.
What?
It got horrible, Kev. He put his car in reverse and back down the street. I'm not losing.
You lost.
You lost,
no, Not really. You think I lost?
If
if you got to go get some extras on your son, you lost, homie.
You know what? My wife thinks I lost too.
You lost, homie. Hey, and your wife just said you lost, homie.
Hey, my wife, she was mad because I spared him because I had so many opportunities to get him to do what I wanted to do to him. But it's the boy. I didn't know what to do. Like, he's not an enemy. This is a family member. You know what I mean?
So why you ain't just leave him alone, man? Why you kept badgering him and pestering him and shit?
Right.
Oh, he deserved it. He deserved it. That's all I can say.
Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, look, me and my pops got into it. That nigga ain't putting that hand on me. That nigga choked the shit out of me. Where snot was coming out my nose, I left him alone. I ain't fuck with him no more.
That's why I felt that I had to do.
Hey, that's how it go, homie.
I felt like this is a young 20-year-old beast, and I felt like when it's one of those situations where it's like win or lose, I don't give a.
Hey, don't tell. Next time you talk to him, tell him you apologize. It'll never happen again. You love him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
One.
All right. Man. I warned him not to mess with his son like that coming off
that nigga.
War.
That might be Jay St. Louis.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, that ain't funny, man, but it was funny though.
No, you like you say what I know. I ain't got no sons. I got girls, but I know you got sons, Mac. I don't know if you got.
Yeah, I got sons.
So that I don't know. I ain't been there, but like I told you, my pops, me and pops got into it. That nigga put me in a chokehold, boy. Nigga, I hey, to this day, I ain't had to put hands on pops. Just he put me in my place. We was cool, you know.
I ain't got but 2 stories about me and my father. I was gonna kill him both times.
God damn.
He slapped the shit out of me with a backhand. Boy, when I tell you I wasn't expecting it, but you know, that was cool because he's the father and he, you know,
Right.
I was at Palisades then. I hadn't even made it to Crenshaw.
Right.
And then do you remember the time me and Edmund, I had that Tech 9?
Mm-hmm.
That day I told him, come over here right now, nigga. And he was like, oh, I'm cool on that. I'm like, yeah. Because he was talking shit like, nigga, that's your mama house. You mess your mama house up.
Right.
I'm like, man, bring your ass over here. And he like, ain't gonna do that one. But other than that, Pops ain't never had to hit me, whoop me, check me, none of that shit. We
Right.
became friends, like we became good friends. And yeah, so you're right. Sometimes it take that checking by your father, man, for you to understand what being a man is about.
That's it. Cause I mean, I saw him. He did my brother the same way, and I told him, I said, Pop, you gonna kill him? And he looked at me basically like, nigga, I kill him before I let him whip my ass. That's basically how he looked at me.
But
You know what I mean?
let me say this. I don't even think I could whoop my father. So that's already
Right.
trying to kill the nigga anyway.
Right.
I mean, you know my pops. He was short, but he was muscular. He was strong. He's an ex-Marine, an ex-fake Marine, but you know, pops was pretty solid. So I couldn't even see myself trying to get with my pops when I was younger, man. It's just no way. But he definitely, dude that was just on, he definitely tripped out trying to fight his son because them kids got way more energy. They way more disrespectful. And they don't care no more. So you older, you drinking, and you plotting this out the whole time, and you still get a black eye and gotta run to the. I would see me and my son had a fight. Even if he whooped my ass, I wouldn't go to the trunk on him.
You can't do it, homie. That's your seed. But the whole thing is, yeah, his son don't have that respect for him. He might, but I don't think so. You know, but like you say, he got to come and say, I apologize and blah, 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 blah. You know, you got to be the bigger man. But these, like you say, these kids today, and nigga, they don't respect no motherfucking parent, homie. They don't respect nobody. You know.
Yeah, I seen my father whoop my brother ass. My brother was way tougher than me. I seen him whoop his ass, and I knew then. Let me see, this was like 79. Let me see, 79. So, bro, bro was about 79. I seen my father whoop my brother ass and bust his nose. I knew right then. So you figure I was in 3rd grade. I knew then, or 3rd or 4th grade. I knew then I didn't want to ever have that issue with pops.
Shit, we was older than that, man.
No, not with pops. In 6th grade. 6th grade.
Yeah, 79. I'm about to say that. Hey.
I'm doing a loco. See, every time loco smoke, I get high. Now I got mad like loco.
Hey, loco.
Hey.
If a nigga was 12 in the 3rd grade, god damn.
Nigga was out of there.
6th grade, I knew I didn't want no issues with my father, man. Like I said, my brother was way tougher than I was.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I ain't got no father story. I never had my old man, and when I finally got with him in life, I said about 39 or 40 in Vegas, right? You know, gave him a chance. I said, you know, he ain't been there, but it is what it is, man. You know, I'm gonna give a dude a shot. You know what I'm saying? Boom, it didn't work out. What else can I say? You know, so I ain't got the stories of I never had a man discipline me or whoop me or check me or nothing like that, man. I don't even know if I would have been able to handle that, man. I've been kind of thrown off all my life and shit. I don't know if I would have been able to accept as a son my father chastising me without trying to kill my pops.
Well, I can't speak for you, but at the time, I ain't getting no money on my own. I'm not living on my own. So the only other choice was going to be in YA, and I was willing to go there, but I also was willing to give him the chance to chastise me. I'm still living with moms, man. I don't know how to be no man yet. I'm just trying to, you know, I was used to being the man of the house, but I hadn't been tested by a real man at that time.
Yeah.
You know. But like I said, I think Crazy Boy would agree. If we was already out getting our own money, had our own car, our own spots, or something like that, then it would have been different.
Yeah.
You're still under the training of your parents at the time.
It was a lot different for me because, like I say, my father was a probation officer. So
wow.
The most disrespectful shit I think I did was when I went to juvenile hall in what would that be? 8th grade, 80, 79, 80, I think, 8th grade. And then I see my pops, you know what I mean? I see my pops in juvenile hall. So nigga, I felt like shit, you know, but it is what it was at the time, you know, but shit. But pops, you know, pops talked to me once I came home about it, but that was it. You know?
Hey, say, Crazy Boy. Hey, homie, your old man and shit, man, how did he feel about your affiliation? You know what I'm saying?
You know, hey, he a probation officer. He didn't like it, but like I say, like Kev would tell you, where we grew up, these was, it wasn't just homeboy. These was friends we grew up with. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I say, one of the closest friends to me was Lil Looney, and then my cousin Lil PJ. So they was two of the young hogs in the hood, but and then my big homie was a little hog in the hood. So Pops knew all them, and me running with them, that was just people in the neighborhood. You know, he didn't really know what was going on till I got into some shit, and the police came up in the house, and they saw all the pictures of the homies and 60s everywhere, and they like, yo kid a gangbanger. Pops was like, he ain't gangbanging. He's like, hey, look at all this shit, but he ain't never chastised me on it or nothing like that. But you know, of course, he didn't like it, you know, but that's where I grew up in, you know. So when I turned into turning into probation, got into the probation department, Pops told me, first thing he told me to put on my application, let him know you was an ex-gang member. That's the first thing I put on my application, ex-gang member. So when I got into probation, even though he was pretty high up in probation and pretty much probably got me in, shit, that's how I got in. But that same way I got in is the way I got fired. I got fired because not going to work and also being gang affiliated years ago. You know what I mean? So it came back on me, but I ain't tripping. You know, it is what it is. You know.
Man. What's up? What's up with that?
The thing I see more though, and I'm not sure because of course I ain't never did no statistics on it or nothing, but man, a whole lot of y'all brothers and grew up with y'all's pops, man.
That was one thing my wife had said. We had a conversation some months back. So she was like, how many of y'all actually had your dad, your father and mother? I said, shit, I had my father and mother. I said, my homies, a lot of my homies had fathers, mothers and fathers in the house. You know, yeah, they might have departed, but they was there. But I don't agree with the just coming from a single parent or this. You know, it happened, but I know in my era or my people that I was dealing with, shit, we all had damn near mothers and fathers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And all my homeboys, out of you know, all of them, it's easy for me to remember. My cousin Three Wheeler and my partner Money, about the only ones that had their dads at home, man. All the rest of us was, you know, but for me, it was my grandmother. You know, my mother wasn't even there, man. You know, my mother was in federal prisons from 77 to like 2013, bro. off and on. You know what I'm saying? Then my pops was never there, so you know, like I had that old classic story. You know, nobody being there, and then the homie swooping in, and the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? It was real easy for them to swoop me under, take me under their wing. You know what I'm saying? Because man, I was vulnerable, bro. I didn't have nobody to guide me at that time growing up in my teens. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that because even like Mac could tell you, we came out that era where if Mac came to my house, his mama, you know, my parents, baby, basically had to read they could check Kev Mac. You know what I mean? They might spank the nigga. I don't know. You know, it never happened, but we came from that era where you go to somebody else's house, nigga, they parents got action at whipping your ass, and nigga, you over there acting a fool. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know. You know, like I say, 'cause I know a lot of our homeboys came from 2-parent homes. You know what I mean? Like Max shit. You know, Max father might have been over there, but it was still 2-parent home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I was telling them yesterday about, me and Loco was talking about being respectful. And I mentioned Lil Lonnie. He set the stage for us to always be nice to everybody's parents. You know, we wasn't no disrespectful. Everybody spoke to everybody's parents, especially their mama, helped them get stuff out the car, put the groceries in the house. All that. You see them at the grocery store, you help them, you put all the stuff in the car if they need help. You know, we was a different breed back then. And that ain't to say nothing bad about the people now. It's just we caught that last era where parents were still together. Nowadays, parents don't even be with the baby mama. You know, most of us got at least 2 baby mamas. Most of us 2 baby mamas. So, and you usually ain't with neither one of them. You know, but you know, Mar is one of the. You know, me and Greg Parsons talk all the time. Mar got 3 daughters, right? 3 daughters. Mar was there for all his daughters. He's still in the house with his kids, the ones that still home. And that was an honor for us to see that because we didn't do it. So Mar's like a throwback.
Much respect for that too, homie.
But the thing about it is, when Kev went to go do his time, him and his kid mama, they was on their way to lock it down. I don't know if I can't say they still been together today, but him going to do that time made them kind of went forward, which I hate. You know what I mean? Because his BM was cool as fuck with me. You know what I mean? So, you know, he talking about getting married and all that shit. Yeah, shit, I'm getting married, nigga. I want my boy to be married too. You know what I mean? But
your boy went to jail and she took off. I got out. I was gonna do it again. Happened again.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
what it meant to be.
But I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know, like,
hard knocks, man. Hard knock life. You know what I'm saying?
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same universal, bro. You hear different stories. A lot of times I love sitting back. I forget a lot of times to fill a lot of people in on my stuff because I listen so closely to a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, wow, you know, a lot of y'all's ways and the things y'all been through, of course, mirrors us out here in the country. The countryest of the country boys still mirrors a lot of the things that y'all speak on. We can say, oh man, I remember that. That happened to me too. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me answer this question. How'd y'all get so bad? Well, here go the thing. You know, kind of what Crazy Bro was saying, me a little bit, but my parents, they split up when I was in kindergarten. So once my mother kicked my older brother out and he goes and live with Pops, I'm at home. I'm the only kid at home. And it's just me and my mother. My mother worked. My mother worked 2 jobs, sometimes 3 jobs the whole time. So I could stay out at night. I could stay out past when the street lights go off and all that old stuff. Then on the weekends, I know Crazy Boy remember, I used to jump on the bus as a 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old going to the east side to hang out with my brother and his friends. And them dudes was already fully with the business, all the shooting and everything else, the burglaries, the robberies, the broad daylight shootings, the writing on walls in the daylight. Now that's normal stuff. But back then, to be shooting and writing on the wall in the daytime wasn't normal for us. And so that's how I got bad, trying to look up to my brother and having one parent at the house. So when Crazy Boy said my father over there but was still in the house, that's because Pops would jump in his car and come over to the house anytime he needed to come to the house. Anytime his mom called on him, he come to the house. But I just wasn't one for the discipline because, like I said, I seen how he did my brother, and I was a skinny dude and wasn't as tough as my brother, so I didn't want all them problems. So I run away. I went to stay with Steve Adams before. You know, another time I went downtown. I came right back, but I wasn't going for it, man. I couldn't take it. So I rebelled in a different kind of way. But ultimately, like when I first started writing on walls, it used to be me and this dude right here. So I can't tell you why he went bad. Probably had something to do with Audubon. I don't know, maybe because he lived on 60th Street. Hard.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I went. But like Mac say, Mac lived on the other side of the main street, which is Slauson. And then all the homies that I grew up with, we on one side, so we go up there and play basketball at the elementary school. So the whole thing was a couple of the homies had problems with Mac's brother, but we wasn't gonna allow that shit because that was our dude. You know, his older brother was he the first one to turn us on the niggas taking girls to the backyard and up in what was it called in the little
clubhouse, pigeons.
You know what I mean? He had his older brother was like, if you got some girls, you can bring them up to the clubhouse. You know, and we coming out of elementary, junior high, talking about, hey, let's go to Kev Mac house. And the bro was like, nah, I ain't going to Kev. Yeah, I'm not going to Kev Mac house.
Hey, Loco, that's why I was telling you it's a long story that I'll tell you in private. I won't tell you in public. But this is what inspired.
Yeah, King Real. Here's a little story about EG. Yeah, nigga, I'm from my lane. Avenue, rich rolling, 68 to 64, dope deals going up on 9 lane. 57 up to 54th, got the dope pusher for the veins, get my money up on 9 lane. 501 South 5 lane, 54th elementary, right in between. 57, 54th in the 70s. Bubba plus Big Stan was a dream team. There was the G's on the block, big and little twins. Lived up 57 in my hood, man. OG's from the West Side Crip days. OG Q's visiting with the Gully twins. Used to park his car up around the corner. Eight rollers coming down the street and they spot him. And this is the brakes they were big took. Barefoot Pookie living no spot. Nigga, I'm from my lane. Avenue, rich rolling, 68 to 64, dope deals going up on 9 lane. 57 up to 54, got the dope pusher for the veins, get my money up on 9 lane. Avenue, rich rolling, 68 to 64, dope deals going up on 9 lane. 57 up to 54, got the dope pusher for the veins, get my money up on 9 lane. Man, be there with Chucky and Blue. The Madison's on 54th, they run with the crew. Quinn was the first one I see sporting the blue. Brands, I'm a young nigga, impressed how they move. Then the 80s come, Big Ben started late. Smoking dope with the homies up on 58. Then came Mad Mod and Baby Cal. Kev Mac with the 40 cal when he pushing weight. Little Bridget down the street, she was a homegirl. So fine that everybody wanted homegirl. 5506 had the crack rock. Block smoking had the fiends on my coattail. I'm the dope man, got what you need. That police is on my ass and I'm making plenty clean. Know I'm rich rolling as I'm moving on the scene. Got a pocket full of money and I'm throwing up the sea. Nigga, I'm from my lane. Avenue, rich rolling, 68 to 64, dope deals going up on 9 lane. 57 up to 54, got the dope pusher for the veins, get my money up on 9 lane. Avenue, rolling. 60 to 64 dope deals going up on 9 lanes. 57 up to 54, got the dope pushing for the veins. Get my money up on 9 lanes. Suits, Chuck T's with the whips. Cross shots, so we be kicking it with all crips. Once you pass 60, if it's all good. It's over here, grab a back then it was the back hood. Little maniac, little loon, roots a little scatterbrain hanging on the block in the afternoon. 60 Crips, Inglewood up to 54 on the north, little swally tiny creep in the hood. Kudu, he be there, and I can't forget TikTok, Big Lynn, Big Dope, moving good. Little Killer David Dad was a young pups, neighborhood crippin', and we always getting plenty love. Sitting in the park, chillin' on the weekends. The hood was strong, and we didn't have no weaklings. Kev Mac and Van Bottom with the low lows. 60th and 9 lean on the street, man. My lane. Avenue, rich rolling. 60th to 64, dope deals going up on 9 lanes. 57 up to 54, got the dope pushing for the bank. Get my money up on 9 lanes. Avenue, rich rolling. 60th to 64, dope deals.
Man, got a bunch of them.
Hey, say, C Boy. Hey, homie, you ain't never heard of a cat named Jamar Johnson from the Avenue.
What they call him?
Call him Jamar. No.
How old is?
Cuz probably y'all age for sure. Yeah. Most definitely y'all you and Kev age.
Probably if I see him, I might know him. Right. Look, I didn't forgot so many dudes, homie. I don't know. I don't know nobody's name no more, homie. If I see they face, like I was telling Kev Mac, I don't know the other day. I had put on the thing. We had went to the Juneteenth party that Moody had put on at Ladera Park. So we up there, man, and Big Rick, boy, telling stories when y'all was in Chad. That was the funniest shit I'd heard in a while.
Tell us.
He was talking about he was clowning Mumpy. He was clowning Mump because he say Mump wasn't shit as far as we talk about athletic shit. He say Moody. He said, man, Moody. He said Moody ran that shit. He said Moody was the shit up there. He said Mumpy team couldn't fuck with Moody teams. He spoke on you. He said Kev Mac got down. He said, man, that nigga, he said Moody. And we call him Mump over, tell him, Mump, come over. Mump don't want to hear none of that shit. Rick Cloudy. Man, that nigga didn't want no part of that shit, man. That nigga Moody come to that line of scrimmage and call off all kind of audibles and shit. Yeah. He say nigga Moody was the shit.
Man, look, I'm in this and we can come back and have some fun. But I'm gonna say this. They called me, what was it? Damn, I can't even remember the dude's name on the Detroit Lions back in the day.
Calvin Johnson?
No, it was way before him. Back when we was young. But anyway, I'm supposed to be this great receiver. And we go to the Super Bowl. We gonna win the game because Moody the shit. Moody throw me a bomb, nigga. I'm wide open. I'm by myself. Herman Moore, I think.
You dropped that motherfucker.
He throw the ball, everything slow down. I'm in the Super Bowl. I'm the winner. I'm MVP. Drop the ball. Moody was so mad at me, man. Moody was hot.
God damn.
Man, my thing is, I really couldn't face him. I couldn't see him because I messed up. But nigga, I'm an Aries. I'm hot. Like, nigga, don't blame me, nigga. Fuck ass nigga. We gonna have to get down. I already knocked dude out for rushing him. You know what I'm saying? I'm already knowing my strength is cool. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta get that to him. I choked. And Moody came through and I choked. The homie did his thing. Moody was either the best or the second best up there. It was a cat from 29th Street Garden Block out of Sacramento, Crip. He may have been the best.
Hey man, that nigga. Hey, I told Big Rick. I say, Rick, man, when you first came home, you wouldn't take a drink. Rick up there drinking like a fish now, dog.
Mom, everybody, all of them.
Yeah, Rick drinking like a fish, man. But they had me rolling talking about the. Rick say he had the Asians playing the foot.
He did. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna tell y'all about Big Rick. We're gonna have a Big Rick segment.
So man, look. So this next segment is safe to say, man, we got some storytelling, man. Y'all finna take us on inside, huh?
Yeah. Big Rick gonna hit me in my back as hard as he can when he see me, but I'm about to piggyback off Crazy Boy and give us some Big Rick story. Well, I'm gonna give us some penitentiary sports stories since that's the conversation. Be right back, y'all. Take it easy. See y'all.